I'm gonna show you how to turn this into this. Hello, in this video I want to talk about materials. Basically, how to add colors to your objects in Blender. In your right side tab, here, whenever you choose an object, you can see multiple various kinds of tabs. Here goes the modifier tab. You can have modifiers and whatnot, and don't know about the rest of the tabs, but here the last one, red dot, the circle one, it's called material. And here, if you click the plus button, you can add a material. And here, if you click on base color, you will see a color wheel. By dragging it, you can choose the color you want to assign to this object. But as you can see in the solid mode, you can't see nothing because Blender in solid mode tries to optimize everything and saves up all the resources and doesn't render the colors. It's for sculpting, initial. I don't know if it's for sculpting. I believe so too. It's for initial modeling and creating figures and stuff. And if you hold Z and move your mouse to the material preview mode, now you can see the colors. Let me remove it. So it applies shadows, and as you can see, the model is more lit up, brighter than in solid mode. It's just so you can see the colors basically. So as you saw before, you can add materials as simple as clicking plus button and moving the color wheel around like this. So yeah, now I'm gonna tell you about important moments of coloring. For example, like if we wanna color multiple objects with the same color. For example, for our character, we have hands, legs, and body. He's naked, top naked, yeah. And we want them all have the same color of the skin, right? So as we shift and selected multiple objects like this and go to the material mode and add the material, notice if we like drag it, only the last selected item gets its material applied. I'm sorry that I forgot to add screencast key so you can see what I'm actually pressing. So yeah, if you select multiple objects like this, separate objects by holding shift and left clicking, after applying a material, only the last one gets its color changed. In order to like apply the material to all of them, you go here and press this button, downwards arrow, and select copy material to select it. Now, as you can see, everything has shared the same color, and no matter which one you choose, and it has the same material. Let's actually rename this and call it skin here. Skin. And now they all share the same material. So it doesn't matter in which object you change the color of the material. As you can see, it changed for all of them at the same time. So yeah, that's how you apply materials for multiple things at once. And also there might be moments like this when you have a complex object. For example, I want it's so-called goggles. This is goggles, right? Supposedly. And if we go to the edit mode, as you can see, it's divided into multiple pieces, faces that you can select and color individually. But yeah, but in order to do that, to separate the parts of the same object and have, let's say, two colors on the same object, you add the material like usually. As you can see, it colors the whole object. And for example, I want this part to be black or white or any other color. If I right now select it simply and try to change it, it changed for the whole thing because this whole object shares the one value here. To add second value and make the some part of the object different, let's see, we select that. No. We simply go here and click plus icon, add material slot. Now we can have two materials per object. So we click new again, empty slot, and change the color to, let's say, green. And now in order to apply it to specific parts of the object, you select that part and select the material and click here assign. Now we have two different colors for the one object. What I mean is you can create an object, go to edit mode and cut it into pieces the way you want and color the places separately, like these two you want to have, let's say, make them red. Meanwhile, the rest should be white or the other way around, doesn't matter. Let's see, blue. You select this and assign, and maybe these two you want to have another color. Let's add another material and select the material and do assign. As you can see, you can color it however you want. There's another neat thing about materials in Blender. Here you can find the drop-down menu, and if you press it, you will open a tab with all the materials that you previously created cached. So you don't have to, like, every time if you wanna like uh, if you wanna apply the color that you already had, you don't have to use the color wheel all the time. You can simply like click the drop down menu and choose from the values that you already created. For example, this, let's name it, let's say hair. And now whenever you want to use that color, you can find it in this drop down menu. And here we go, simply apply like this. In order to remove material, you press X like this, or minus button here, so to remove it. But the logical question would be, do I have to remove all the materials separately one by one? It's tedious. If you want to clear out every material, or let's say select it once like this all at once, what you can do is you clear the material from one, and as you saw before how we applied one material to multiple things, selected things, you can do the same, copy material to selected. But since our initial selected object has no material applied, uh, when you copy it to other objects, they're gonna lose their materials too. So that's a neat trick. That's how you like remove all the materials you want from an object you created. As you can see, we selected this one. This one doesn't have material. And when we do copy material to selected, as you can see, everything loses their materials. And let's say we wanna have our cache here, the list of materials, clean, because like let's say we created a bunch of materials and we want to start over and like do proper colors this time around. And it's not gonna be blue now, it's gonna be, let's say, black. And now you have hair and hair 01 and another hair, like you it's gonna become cluttered if you created too many materials. In order to manage this list and remove the unnecessary ones, you can go here, click, no, sorry, here, display mode, and in display mode, choose Blender file. Here you can see all the objects you have on your current file and your scene. Those are cameras, collection, line styles, whatever you created, objects, applied, a bunch of many things. But from here you find the materials and you remove the ones that you don't need simply by selecting them all, right-clicking and pressing delete. Now, as you can see, we have only those that we need. Like the list is cleared out, so you can like have everything organized and clean. So another thing I forgot to mention is, let's say we have many objects that share the same material here, like this. And we initially decided that we're gonna use this color for all of them, but suddenly we wanna change the color of specific one of them, like choose picking them one and make it its own thing. So I want the chest to be, let's say, red, but as you can see, when we change the material for the chest, it affects everyone. To make it, to subtract it from the rest of the group and make it its own material, you gotta click this button here. It says new material, looks like a icon of a copying the thing. So if you click it, now it becomes its own separated material. So whenever we choose it, whenever we change the color, it's gonna change and not affect the rest. You can rename it like chest. It's not the same as this one that's used for others. If we change it, it's gonna still affect the rest, but this one is now separate. You can do it with any like material, any object. So let's say we're gonna change the hand, press the copy, here's the new material button and change it. It's gonna be like, yeah, its own thing from now on. So now I'm gonna color my character. It's the Luffy from One Piece. Those who watch the anime might know. Let's see, it's his Gear 5 form. When he fought the character named Lucci, when he had created his goggles out of thin air. And yeah, I'm gonna color it so you can see how it's gonna look like. Also, one more thing, you can, like, instead of dragging the color wheel all the time, if you know the hex value, you can always Google hex values on, yeah, on Google, basically. And there's a bunch of values for, let's say, each color has its own values. And you can simply paste it here and it'll give you the thing that you want. So here I have the colors saved up and I'm simply gonna apply the skin color to the places where I think, yeah, the skin is gonna be. New material, and here place the hex code. And now, as before, copy materials to select. Now, as you can see, we have the skin color. And we didn't name it. Let's name it. Skin. Choose the nose, ears, anything else, and apply the skin material here. Wait, why didn't apply here? Because I'm, yeah, select multiple things. Okay. that's pretty much it, right? So here goes our character Luffy, Gear 5 with the goggles on. And that's pretty much how you apply materials, how you color your characters. And there is, in the future, maybe we'll talk about it, about other tabs. Like here on top, you can see modeling, layout, texture page, shading. Here you can have better lighting, and you can see how it look like if we had background colors, other colors applied to something in the background going on. So yeah, that's basically our character, and this is how you color your character.